Before we answer, let's talk about why this question stresses everyone out. How much should you have saved by 30? Search it and you'll find articles confidently throwing out numbers. 1 times your salary, 50,000, 100,000. And for most people who read those articles, the response isn't motivation. It's that specific kind of quiet anxiety that follows you around for the rest of the day. The feeling that you're behind. That everyone else figured something out that you missed. That the gap is too big to close. Today we're going to look at this honestly. Not to make you feel better with empty reassurance, but to give you a framework that's actually useful for where you are and what actually matters at this point in your financial life. Your 20s don't look like anyone else's. That's not just a nice thing to say, it's a financial reality that completely changes what saving looks like at 30. Some people spent their 20s in full-time education, accumulating debt rather than savings. Some were in low-wage work, building skills and experience. Some supported family financially during those years. Some lived in cities where rent alone consumed everything. Some dealt with health issues or unexpected events that redirected everything. Any benchmark that ignores all of this is giving you an incomplete answer. The number it spits out tells you almost nothing useful about your specific situation. With all that said, here's the number that gets cited most often. By 30, financial planners typically suggest having saved the equivalent of 1 times your gross annual salary. So if you earn $30,000 a year, the target is $30,000 saved across everything. Pension, ISA, savings accounts, all of it combined. This benchmark comes from retirement modeling that works backwards from what most people need and calculates what should be in place at each decade to make that achievable. It's a useful planning tool. It is not a judgment of your character or a reliable indicator of how your financial future will go. Most people in their early 30s have significantly less than the 1-time salary benchmark. According to multiple UK and US financial well-being surveys, the median savings for people aged 25 to 34 is considerably lower than the target, often by 50% or more. This isn't a generation being irresponsible. It's the entirely predictable result of 15 years of housing cost increases, wage stagnation, student debt, a global pandemic, and a cost of living crunch. If you're not at the benchmark, you're not the exception. You're in the majority. And that matters, because comparing yourself to a benchmark designed for different economic conditions is just going to make you feel bad for no useful reason. What actually matters at 30 isn't a specific savings total, it's whether these 3 foundations are in place. Do you have any emergency fund at all? Even £1,000 or dollars provides real protection against the unexpected. Are you free of high-interest debt or actively making meaningful progress on it? And are you contributing to a pension or retirement account, even at a minimal level? Even 5% of your salary going into a pension from age 30 gives compound growth decades to work. These 3 things matter far more than whether you've hit a number that someone calculated in a different economic era for someone with a different set of circumstances. If you're at 30 with less saved than you'd like, this is the number you need to understand. Investing £200 a month from age 30 will leave you with substantially more at 65 than investing $400 a month from age 40, even though the late starter puts in more total money. Time in the market beats timing the market, and it beats the amount invested. The cost of 10 years of waiting isn't those 10 years of contributions. It's the compound growth on those contributions for all the decades that follow. Starting now at whatever level you can manage is worth more than waiting until you can start bigger. Instead of asking whether you're hitting the benchmark, ask a more useful set of questions. Do you have at least a small emergency buffer? Are you contributing something to a pension or retirement account each month? Are you consistently making progress on expensive debt? Is your financial direction pointing forward? If the answer to those is broadly yes, you're building in the right direction regardless of the specific number on the screen. And if some of those answers are no, now you know exactly where to focus, not to match a benchmark, to build genuine stability that actually serves you. The honest answer to how much you should have saved by 30? More than yesterday. More next month than today. Wherever you are right now is your starting point, not your verdict. The people who build real financial security over a lifetime are rarely the ones who had the most saved at 30. They're the ones who built consistent habits, stayed in the game through difficult periods, and kept going when progress felt slow. That decision is available to you right now regardless of what your balance looks like today. Subscribe to MoneyPatch for more honest money conversations every week. Small steps, big change.